why she's so comfortable playing with Olivia Miles, because of that fluidity, that maturity that exists between them.
Miles lofts it from three and cans it.
Miles behind the back. Salon. Miles.
Miles. Young defending her. Miles now with Smith switching on to her. 7 to shoot. Miles the triple to respond.
And to get a high percent.
Miles the catch. Wilson defending. Miles trying to go baseline. Flips it in. Finds the angle. Miles the drive. Miles by Wilson. She ties it up and picks up the foul.
Miles behind the back. Salon. Miles.
Before we get into this one, what you're about to hear is one of the wildest rookie stories sports has seen in years. And if you're into moments like this, the records, the rivalries, the stories other channels aren't telling you the full truth about, this is exactly the channel for you. So do yourself a favor right now, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell so you don't miss the next one, and let's get into it. There is a storm quietly building in the WNBA right now, and most people outside of hardcore basketball circles have no idea it's happening. A 23-year-old rookie just did something that Caitlin Clark, the biggest, most talked about name in the history of women's basketball, could not do in her own rookie season. Not close to it. Not on the same timeline. She flat out beat her to it. Her name is Olivia Miles, and what she is doing right now isn't just a good rookie year. It's starting to look like the greatest rookie season anybody has ever seen in this league. Friday night, Minnesota Lynx against the Washington Mystics. On the surface, a totally normal regular season game. Nothing about the matchup screamed history is about to happen. The Lynx won 94-84, a solid but unremarkable final score. But buried in that box score was a moment that just rewrote the WNBA record book. Olivia Miles dropped 24 points, 7 assists, 3 steals, 3 rebounds. Good stat line. Not a jaw-dropping one on paper. But that game pushed her over a combined 700 points and 200 assists for the season. And she got there faster than any player in the history of the WNBA. Ever. Faster than every single legend who has ever picked up a basketball professionally in this league. She did it in 36 games. And here's where it gets personal. The player she just dethroned for that record was Caitlin Clark, the most famous name in the sport right now. The one who sold out arenas, shattered TV ratings, and completely changed what a rookie season could look like when she set that same record in 37 games back in 2024. Olivia Miles just beat that by a full game. Now maybe that sounds small to you, 1 game. But when you're talking about the absolute peak of the record books, 1 game is everything. That's the gap between really good and the best there has ever been. And Caitlin Clark isn't some name from decades ago that's easy to pass. She is the standard right now. In real time, this year, this era. She is who every rookie gets measured against the second they step on the floor. For Olivia Miles to walk in and take that record in year 1 against a league that had already adjusted, already scouted her, already knew exactly who she was. That's not luck. That's not a hot night. That is a player operating on a different level. Let's talk about the full body of work here, because the record is just the headline. Through 36 games, Miles is putting up almost 20 points a night, over 6 assists, close to 5 rebounds, and better than a steal a game. 20 points a night from a rookie point guard is already special. Add in nearly 200 assists on the season, and you're not looking at a scorer who happens to pass the ball. You're looking at someone who is running an entire NBA-level offense as a rookie. She's shooting over 40% from 3 this year. Most young guards need a full season, sometimes 2, just to adjust to the speed and physicality of professional defenses. Miles didn't need that adjustment period. She showed up in year 1 already dialed in. And this isn't some hot streak that's about to cool off. Over her last 7 games, she scored 20+ points in 6 of them. That's not luck. That's a pattern. That's a rookie the entire league now has to build a game plan around every single night because she is must stop, not just a nice complimentary piece. Her own head coach, Cheryl Reeve, said it best after the win over Washington. She said with Miles, they've stopped talking about rookie accolades. They're talking about numbers that hold up against anyone who has ever worn that jersey, in any era. That's not a coach hyping up a young player for the cameras. That's a coach who has been around this league for years, telling you flat out that she's watching something historic unfold in real time. Here's the part that should really turn your head. Miles broke this record without her franchise's biggest star even on the floor. Nafisa Collier, the Lynx's cornerstone and one of the best players in the entire league, sat that game out for injury management. That means Miles didn't ride shotgun next to an MVP-level teammate when she made history. She was the #1 option that night. The player every defender in that building had to focus on stopping, and she still dropped 24-7, led every scorer on the floor, and rewrote the record book anyway. That's the difference between a strong role player and a true #1. When your best player sits out, and the team doesn't just survive, but you personally have one of your best games of the year, that tells you everything about where this player's ceiling actually is. And the winning isn't a coincidence either. The Lynx have now won 16 of their last 17 games. 16 out of 17. They're fighting Golden State for the #1 seed in the entire league, and a rookie point guard is one of the biggest reasons why. A first-year player being this central to a legitimate championship push. That almost never happens. Not like this. Now rewind the clock, because this isn't the first time Olivia Miles has walked into a big moment and taken over. Long before the WNBA, she was doing this exact thing in college. At Notre Dame, she became one of the youngest players in program history to record a triple-double, and by the time she was done, she had passed legends like Skylar Diggins and Jackie Young for the most triple-doubles in Notre Dame history. She hit a game-winning shot as time expired against Louisville in a battle that came down to the final second. She was already putting up numbers that had her compared to the best point guards in the country before she'd even played a single professional game. Then, after transferring to TCU for her final college season, she didn't just play well. She was named Big 12 Player of the Year and earned All-American honors. Everywhere Olivia Miles has gone, she has taken over. The WNBA is just the newest stage. That's why the entire basketball world is watching her right now. Because this isn't a surprise story. This is a player who has been doing this her whole life, and the league finally caught up to what college basketball already knew. And here's where the story gets even bigger, because the record she just broke might not even be the biggest thing she accomplishes this season. She's already sitting at 720 points through 36 games. Caitlin Clark's rookie scoring record from 2024 was 769 points. Miles has 6 games left. She's averaging 20 a night, and the math says she's not just going to catch that record. She's going to run right past it. Some projections have her finishing north of 800 points before the season is even over. Think about what that means. Not some obscure stat buried on page 2 of a box score. The actual rookie scoring record. One of the most visible, most talked about numbers in the entire sport. And it's about to change hands. There's one record that looks safe for now. Clark's rookie assist total sits at an absurd 337 for the season, and Miles is around 222, a gap that's probably too big to close in 6 games. So no, she's not about to sweep every rookie record that exists, but she doesn't need to. Holding the fastest to 700 and 200 mark while chasing down the all-time rookie scoring record in the same season is already enough to change how this rookie class gets remembered forever. When Miles was asked what it's like, stepping into a league that Caitlin Clark had already reshaped, she didn't flinch. She said she knew she was walking into something already established, with standards already set, and that the league wasn't going to take it easy on point guards just because she was new. And instead of complaining about the pressure, she went out and broke the record anyway. That's the mentality of someone who doesn't want to just be compared to the last great rookie. She wants to become the next standard everyone else gets measured against. So is Olivia Miles' rookie season officially the greatest in WNBA history? The case is getting stronger by the week. The record over Clark, the scoring pace, the winning, doing all of it as the #1 option on a team fighting for the top seed in the league. What she does over these last 6 games could settle this debate for good. And if the pattern holds, she's not just having a great rookie year. She's building the start of a career people are going to be talking about for decades. Let me know in the comments. Is this the greatest rookie season you've ever seen? Or does someone else still hold that crown for you? If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe, drop a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. There's a lot more of this coming. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.